Hey, what is up you guys? This is Steffi, aka In My Humble Opinion, and I'm sorry that this video has been long overdue. Honestly, this last week was a little mentally draining post a certain documentary coming out, so I was very distracted and kind of unmotivated to make anything, but we're back, we're here. So in today's video, I am going to be addressing some of the assumptions that you guys had for me. I feel like this trend has kind of died within the past couple weeks, but I promised I was gonna do it, so here we go. Okay, so first assumption comes from Katie. Katie says, you are exactly the same IRL in real life as you are on camera. No, I'm actually worse. No, just kidding. I'd like to believe that I am the same as I am like on camera as I am in real life. I'm trying to think. I don't know, it's a weird thing to think about, especially when you're the person who edits yourself for videos. Whenever I edit things out of a video, I will usually edit out likes or ums or awkward pauses or just things that don't make sense. But in terms of editing my personality to a certain way, I don't do that. I don't even know how you would. Well, I mean, it's possible. Hello, reality TV. But I hope she doesn't mind. Well, I don't know. She'll probably watch this. But I actually have met someone that was watching my videos. We met up in real life because she just so happened to be in the area that I lived, and she was a huge Whitney fan. That's how she came across my videos. And now I would say like we're friends, like we text and we send each other DMs on Instagram that relate to Whitney. And it was so funny, like when I met her, I was so nervous going into meeting up with her because we went and had late lunch, early dinner, and then we watched the Whitney documentary. So we spent like a good amount of time with one another. And I remember at one point I was like, so am I like the same as I am on camera? And she was like, yeah, pretty much. So with all that being said, I'd like to believe that I'm the same. Katie's next assumption she has about me is, you still don't know the difference between Karrueche and Tinashe. This is true. However, I do remember reading that Tinashe is no longer with her label, and I'm pretty sure Tinashe was the one that was on Dancing with the Stars. But honestly, like if I were to see either of them walking down the street, I probably would not even be aware who they are, let alone which one was which. So no shade, but yeah, you're right. Next assumption, Cinta Carter. You are secretly obsessed and excited for The Handmaid's Tale Season 3. Yes, I'm very excited about that. Not very excited about all the editing that's going to be involved with editing those videos, because those episodes are like an hour long each. It's usually like American Horror Story and Handmaid's Tale. Those are the ones where I'm like, if I promise that it's gonna come out on Friday, it has to come out on Friday, because some of y'all start bothering me on social media being like, where is it? So that part I'm not so excited about, but I am nevertheless excited about watching Handmaid's Tale and getting to talk to you guys too. So yeah, I'm excited about Handmaid's Tale Season 3. Okay, next assumption is from Fred P. You were more of a creative than an academic in high school. That's a hard one. I guess it's just like really hard for me because my left and right hemisphere of my brain just work equally. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've always felt very felt very in the middle, because I did get good grades, and getting good grades was very much expected of me. Hello, I'm Asian. That's a stereotype that is actually true, at least in my household. It's like if I came back home with anything, well, when I was in grade school, if I came back home with anything less than an A, it was like, you're gonna get it. And then in high school, it kind of was, if you come home with anything like less than a B plus. And it wasn't so much even more about like the letter grade. My focus, I remember when I was in high school, was about like the GPA number. I was definitely that kid that like sat in the back of the room with the calculator being like, okay, so if I get like a 92 on this and a 95 on this, and even if I get like an 85 on this, then I'll still get an A. So I was definitely like that kid in high school. I was in honors classes and AP classes, but at the same time, in terms of like my interests outside of school. And even in school, like I was known as like the dancer because I was part of my varsity dance team when I was in high school. Outside of school as well, I was a competition dancer pretty much all my life. I was competing at a dance studio. A lot of my friends that I made was because we both loved watching the same TV shows or movies. So I had like those artistic interests, but then I was also focused on my studies. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to gauge. I wouldn't really even say I was either or, because I wasn't the smartest person in my class by far, but I was, you know, I got good grades, but I wasn't the most creative person either. Maybe it's because in my head I'm thinking of like creative types being like these people who were just very free-spirited and just like make art for art's sake. I was definitely not that person either. So I don't know. I would say I was like kind of in the middle. I wasn't either or. All right, next assumption is from Bailey. You're down to earth. No, again, I'm the worst. That was a joke. I would say being objective about myself, that I am down to earth. In my mind, I really do try to be very intentional in making sure that I treat every single person that I meet, no matter who they are, the same. So yeah, hopefully that comes across, and hopefully that's true. Next assumption is from Mashup God, Harper. Harper's assumption is you were like super popular in high school. No, I was not popular in high school. Also, it's important to know too, I went to an all-girls Catholic high school, so there is definitely like that difference. And sometimes, you know, it's so funny, whenever I tell people that, they're like, oh my God, what was it like? And it wasn't bad at all. It was fine. In fact, I feel like I probably made more friends because I was in the all-girls setting, so it wasn't maybe like the normal cattiness that would have ensued if there were guys present on campus all the time. Like, it just wasn't there. I personally enjoyed my experience being at an all-girls school, but in terms of if I was popular, no, I don't think I was popular. Like, I remember a couple months ago, I was with some of my friends and they were like, oh my gosh, yeah, remember that one high school party and everyone was there? And that was literally my first time hearing about said high school party. So no, I was not popular, but at the same time, I wasn't that person being like stereotypically thrown into a dumpster at school. I was just, you know, I went in and I went out, and that was pretty much it. I just kept to myself. I had friends, but I wasn't sitting by myself at lunch because no one would talk to me. And also too, kind of like what I was saying earlier, I was part of my high school varsity dance team for 3 years, so people knew me there, but that wasn't my way into becoming like popular or anything. It was just like, oh yeah, she's on dance team. So yeah, that idea of me being super popular in high school is like very funny. And then the last assumption comes from Harper again. You like math and science. IDK where that's coming from. That assumption couldn't be further from the truth. Oh my God. When I was in school, I hated math and science. I did not like it. I hated it. I was more of an English person. I like analyzing things and being able to express my ideas in like the written form. I like that. Math and science were just, they were never my thing. And I don't know if it was some sort of like psychological thing of when like you're in grade school and you're taking these standardized tests and then you would get the result back. Always my math and science scores compared to like reading comprehension and English, like they were never as high. So I don't know if like because of that I just mentally told myself, oh, you're not good at math and science. Because I did get like good grades. I wasn't coming home with like C's or D's with math and science, but I just personally never cared for math and science. In fact, I remember when I was in high school, when I would go to my science classes, the way we were seated was in alphabetical order and my last name begins with an A, so I sat in the very front but on the right. And I remember I would like position my head like a certain way and I would like point my pen like to the board as if I was like writing, about to take notes, but really I was like taking a nap. So in fact, I even remember when I was a senior in high school, I specifically chose to take AP statistics instead of taking calculus because I just did not want to take a serious math subject my final year of high school. So yeah, in short, no, I'm not a math or science person. No. All right, well, that's about it for the assumptions video. That was all of the assumptions that you guys have for me. I hope that has cleared up anything you guys may have thought about me. Let me know in the comment section below if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell button so you know when a new video from me comes out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, leave your comments down below if you have any additional assumptions you may have for me. I'll just answer it right there. And yeah, all right. Well, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!